Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, we got the winds again. Winds, every day is winds. You know, it's totally amazing how much wind can blow out here. You know, it must be a bunch of politicians giving speeches somewhere. Anyway, yeah, because it's a lot of hot air, I'll tell you. It's been over 100 degrees. It was 106 today. And I had a problem with that because I had to stay inside and relax in the air conditioning. And I forgot to take a nap while doing so. And I've already had my supper, but I haven't had my dessert yet. So I'm going to go in and have some French vanilla ice cream with a whipped cream topping and some chocolate syrup. All right. I don't very often do treats and snacks like that and desserts, but I don't know. Today I just have an urge for it. So I also have another product supposed to be getting to me today, being sent by my favorite Fed Up company. And they sent me a notice around 2 o'clock this afternoon that it had been delivered. And when it's delivered, that means it's at my post office. So I got in the van and I drove down to the post office, and there was no card in my mailbox. And I was there probably 3 o'clock. So yeah, probably 3 o'clock. And I went into the post office. I said, they sent me a notice that it's been delivered, but I didn't see any card in my mailbox or anything. So my friend there at the post office says, let me see if it's back there. So he went back, came back and said, nope, it's not here because FedEx hasn't delivered here yet. I said, well, here it is. I showed him the message on my phone that said it was delivered. And he says, well, that's just rude. It hasn't been delivered. They don't even get here this early. I said, that's what I thought, but it said it was delivered, so I came down to get it. He said, well, they come here probably closer to 4 p.m., so why don't you come on back about that time? I said, no, by then it's too late. And it's you got to remember, this is a 22-mile round trip for me to go to the post office. So I'm not going to do that 2 or 3 times a day. Anyway, as soon as I got home and sat down, I got another notice from FedEx that said, hey, your package has been delivered. Can you imagine that? Wow, somebody has to straighten those guys out. Anyway, the winds have been kicking up around here, knocked over a bunch of my 4x4s. And these are all for my surround porch that I want to put up. And I just don't have the money to buy concrete and that stuff that I need to set the posts in the ground. But I hope that things will get better when I get my pension. Who knows? Anyway, there's the 2 pups. That's Spot and Brown Socks. And they love playing. And they're so good too. They know what time I sleep. So unless there's something going on where they need to alert me, they're quiet like this. They'll play and they'll be quiet. They won't wake me during the night. But then if somebody comes around, the whole pack goes nuts. And Limpy here is a great dog. She stays with me all the time. She never gets far from me. And this is little Shadow. She's a sweetie. And of course, Doggy Daddy. Nobody gets a head scratch unless Doggy Daddy gets his, right? Yes, sirree. So, there's Lady. So, Lady's getting really good at running on 3 legs. She is really doing well. And Limpy will lick her leg for her when she's laying down, relaxing and sleeping, like she's trying to help it heal. Great dogs, excellent dogs. And for those of you who haven't seen it, Rockhopper Adventures put out a video of my neighbors and all of their rescue animals. And I'll put a link to that in the description here so that you guys can go over and take a look at how many animals they take care of. Here on my property, I've got my newest flock of animals are the pigeons. And right now there's only a couple here, but they'll come around in large flocks, and they'll actually sit at my bedroom window on top of the air conditioner and look in the window to see if I'm coming out, to make sure there's water in the water bowls and food on the ground. And they get the food that the chickens knock out of their indoor feeder and onto the floor of the coop. So when I clean that up, instead of throwing it away, I throw it out there for the wild birds and the pigeons, and they come every day to make sure that they get their feed. And they'll also come over here and sit on top of the dog water bowls and drink the dog water. So it's hot out here. They need some food and substance, so why not? All right. So I got the door open here to keep it fairly cool inside of here. And got full charge batteries, 14.2. Inverter running, refrigerator running, and in this van, it gets really hot. Right now, it's hotter in here than it is outdoor, even with this door open. So I have a fan here that I'll turn on that blows directly on the inverter and the charge controller and the battery, keeps them all cool. But I always try to keep the doors cracked a little bit to let the heat move in and out. And that box is from the last dog food that Sherry sent me. So I've got to cut that up and get it ready to go into the either into the garden or into the fire pit. I might have to light a fire. It's getting so cool out here. It's got to be down to 100 degrees now. Yeah, right. So anyway, I hope a bunch of you watched yesterday's video. If you haven't, go back and check it out and get your entries in for the battery giveaway, where you could win a 12.8 volt 100 amp hour. That's 1280 watt hours of power in one little battery. That's a LiPo 4 battery, and that thing's got over $200 if you wanted to buy one. So it's a great deal if you can win one for free, right? And there is no strange catches or anything like that. Just get onto my channel and follow the rules and get in there and win yourself a battery. And the drawing is coming up this Sunday, so you want to make sure you get your entries in between. Now all my paid members, they get automatic entries. They don't have to do anything. Every day they get an entry for free. So anyway, that's about it. I'm got to do some cleaning around here. I've been doing some laundry and stuff like that. And if you guys know the rules to the battery giveaway, you might want to pay attention right about now. So this is G Bear thanking you for joining me and signing off.